Boom, national debt canceled. Oh my God.
Alex, call Ron Paul. We figured it out.
What you're about to see is so fraudulent, is so criminal, is such an amazing example of the fraud of the organized crime family known as the Democrats. It'll blow you away. Except this level of lying and fraud is now par for the course. It's Friday night. We're shooting this quick report, but this really should be national news. We're going to file this report. We're going to write a story for Infowars.com, but you've got to go check this out for yourself. Elizabeth Warren, the queen of disinformation, who said that she's this Native American, her family told her she was, and her mother was discriminated against because of it. Turns out that's all a lie. She lied on her bar card. She lied to get into college. This is way bigger than that. Let's go over here. Here's Scott, one of our great producers here. He produces my show. He produces Firepower, 7 o'clock. And he's in here. I guess, Scott, you just showed us this. Were you researching for the show? Was it for yourself? What is it?
Well, I was looking through the Elizabeth Warren. She released her health care plan today. And I started looking through it, and I started reading about it, just trying to stay informed. And I came across her, I went to her webpage, came across this calculator that she has on her...
ElizabethWarren.com.
Yep, ElizabethWarren.com.
And again, she's pushing this to go there, and that this will give you the best healthcare ever.
Yep. She's saying that this is how she's going to pay for it all, and this is what everybody gets. So I started looking at it, and I went through, and I get it through my job. Let's say I spend $12,000 a year, $1,000 a month. Sure, yes, I've avoided going to the doctor. She says I'll save $12,000, so that's everything I'd pay in. If I start over, and I get it through my job, and say $1 million every year, no, I go to the doctor every chance I get. Magically, I'm going to save $1 million. So then I started...
No matter what you put into it, it's free. And again, this is supposedly her big mathematical plan. You can put $1 trillion in. It's free. This is hoax land. But again, just like Venezuela said everything was free, people believe AOC that the world is ending in 11 years. And this is just par for the course of their fraud. Schiff reading fake transcripts in the Intelligence Committee, all of this. And so they're all competing with each other for the bigger level fraud.
And then I thought maybe it was just through my job. You know, if you get it through your job, that's going to become, that's where she gets it. So I thought, well, maybe through a healthcare market. Let's say $1 trillion. Or $1 billion. $1 billion. That's $1 billion. Yeah, that's $1 billion. Well, here. $1 trillion. I spend $1 trillion a year. I go to the doctor every chance I get. I will save $1 trillion. I can pay for everything.
$1 trillion?
That's amazing. Look at that. More money in your pocket.
Yeah.
I'm altering the deal. Pray I won't alter any further. Darth Vader, if I do what you say, we will get free stuff? Yes, my son. Everything is free. Just give yourself to the dark side. I mean, this is insane. So this is a totally fraudulent calculator. It's a totally fraudulent plan and system. But again, imagine the boobs, the marks, the suckers, the targets that go to this and believe this crap.
Well, yeah, and then it's even worse on the propaganda front, because if I click that I have Medicaid, oh, great, you're already covered under her plan. You know, you do.
And of course, the idea that it's all free is a lie because someone else is paying for it. And I was reading where Jeff Bezos would pay tens of millions a year for his health care, as if Jeff Bezos won't just move his money offshore, which he's already done.
Yeah, and it doesn't bring into account any more income taxes that I'd have to pay because my tax rate goes up or anything like that.
No, you're saving all that money.
Yeah,
you're saving all that money.
I'm just saving that money. So whatever number you put into that first part, as everything that I've tested so far, whatever number goes into that first box, that's how much you magically save.
I just realized something. I'm the problem. I'm not using the force or like Oprah Winfrey's secret. That's it. Elizabeth Warren's right. If I can put in any amount of money I want and it says it's all free, because healthcare is free, Education is going to be free. It's like the New Deal that AOC has. She says if you don't want to work, everything's free. So since everything is free, it's just been me that's been held back by white supremacism or whatever, and I admit that and I apologize for it. But since Pocahontas is showing me the light, we can fix the national debt over $22 trillion right now. Because anything you put in this calculator, it takes care of the debt. In fact, this is real. If you have like a mortgage or school debt or anything, school loans, you just go here and you put the number in and it makes it free. So we've got the national debt clock up. Let's see if I'm right. 22,936,000,000,000 and change. So let's put that in and cancel the national debt, Scott. That's 23 trillion. You went over.
Well, we gotta have a little surplus, Alex.
Oh, why exactly? Why just pay the debt off? Okay. Boom! National debt. National debt canceled. Oh my God!
Alex, call Ron Paul. We figured it out.
Man, badass. Call Venezuela. Call Hugo Chavez. This can bring him back from the dead.
There it is.
My God, you put any number in there and it's free. So I was thinking of a headline of this. Elizabeth Warren caught in giant new lie.
Biggest hope, bigger than Pocahontas, I think.
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren caught in hoax bigger than Pocahontas.
Yeah.
It puts out fake calculator. Scott, you're smarter than ours. So I mean, he's a smart guy. But what do you think?
Well, I just think that if you're actually going through this and you're believing everything she's saying and you're not taking into account the extra taxes you'd have to pay, the extra demand on healthcare that you'd have to wait for, things like that, this fits right into everything that they push. Like you said.
Sure, well, that's a lie on the face of it. But the fact that the calculator can tell you, supposedly how much you're going to save when there's all these regulations and things in place, it's fraud. I mean, to say, oh, it's free is one thing, but to show you a calculator that no matter what you put into it tells you that is next level, folks. Because people think calculators, because they're machines, are truthful. But it shows, no, it's whoever programs the technocracy. It's whoever programs. AI just means a programmed system.
It's a blatant lie. It's a blatant lie, and it's a.
Let's show one more, just so people realize. Just $10,000.
Do we want to go through the job or healthcare marketplace?
Healthcare marketplace.
Healthcare marketplace. All right.
What's your health?
How much? Well, here I'll just put in a number. Well, here we'll do. There we go. No, we don't skip doctor's appointments.
Look at that.
Magically, I save all this money.
Well, if America's this dumb, we deserve this. We are the first, as we checked when he discovered this about 45 minutes ago, to be reporting on the fact that obviously it's a lie, everything's free, but they even give you a 2 + 2 = whatever they say calculator. Just like in 1984, they say we can just adjust science to make whatever we want believable in the brain, but it's called being delusional. Like, men can't have babies, but tampon makers now put on there that men can shove them in their rear end. That's called mental illness, folks.
It's called stupidity.
Well, there you go. Pocahontas. Edit again. Band.video, Infowars.com. Tomorrow's news today. They get Trump out of there, they're going after everybody. They've said it all over the news. These are terrorists. They've said, we get rid of Trump, we've got to destroy his base, we've got to flatten them, we've got to obliterate them, we've got to imprison them. And so you're like, well, we'll just have a shooting war. If you don't get up off your ass and get aggressive now in the info war, you're never gonna sit there and kill people or fight, okay? And I don't want to kill people and I don't want to fight. Okay? I mean, I'm not a talker, folks. I'm actually a fighter, okay? All this talk's just a shadow of what I'll do in a war. And I'm not trying to brag here, but we don't want to go to this point, ladies and gentlemen. You want us to fight? Believe me, we're fighting hard just to stay on air. Forget the threats. That's easy to ignore. Forget all that. It's the money. And we just make it simple, InfoWarsStore.com, but spreading the word about the broadcast and buying the products and finding out which ones you like the best and continuing to use those as staples, that is absolutely the InfoWar. Without you, this dog doesn't hunt. Without you, it doesn't exist. So you're not the caboose, you're the engine. You understand? When you spread the word, it changes the world. When you buy the products, it fuels the coal in the engine that we are at ramming speed on a collision course for the enemy. You understand? They know we will chew them up. We've got their number. We're made for this. And we're going to bang heads till somebody's head breaks open and the brains hit the ground politically. I am ready to ram my head into them until my brains or their brains are on the ground. You understand? I will hammer my forehead into their forehead and will never stop. I enjoy it. You understand that? But I need fuel and I want to hit them at full speed. You understand? Full speed. And I can't stand not getting up to full speed. I want to hit them and obliterate them. I want to smash them harder they've ever been hit.